Again, 5 years and a day since we started, and we have been blessed, Timmy, to talk to some people, yes, that we have admired from afar. Kenny, the Jet Smith of TNT. I still don't understand how he has allowed us to bother him as many times as we have, but he continues to do it. Kenny, the Jet Smith, joining us here on Tim. Kenny, how are things, man?
Happy 5th birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. What's up, guys?
That's the only cool happy birthday is the Stevie Wonder happy birthday.
No question. 5 years, huh?
Well, it's no inside the NBA run on TNT. It's no Hall of Fame run that you guys have, but we're trying, Kenny. We're trying.
Hey man, I'll tell you what. They say after 2, then it goes downhill. It's easy. You got to get through the first 2 years. Once you get through the first 2, you're good. You got here at 5, you'll hit 10 so fast you won't even know it.
Kenny the Jet Smith joining us here on Tim and Sid. All right, let's talk a little basketball. We're not here to self-congratulate on 5 years because we don't know how much longer it'll be, so we'll just keep going. What do you think's the biggest hurdle that we have to overcome as a game to make this bubble thing work?
I think the biggest thing is anxiety. You know, typically the anxiety of a basketball player is like, who am I guarding? What am I doing? You know, but now it's like, can I talk to this person? Can I eat here? Can I touch this person's hand? Like it's so much more anxiety that the teams are in. And I think the teams and the organizations that realize that and say, hey, we need to figure out ways to reduce our stress and anxiety for our players when they're not on the court so they can focus on the task at hand of playing, because they're going to be missing families, they're going to be missing their loved ones, and at the same time nervous about every person that they possibly can or cannot come in contact with. Those are the teams I think that will understand what's going on.
Damian Lillard had his media availability this week, and he was asked what his confidence is in everyone following the rules down in Orlando, all 22 teams. Damian Lillard of the Blazers said, quote, "My confidence isn't great. When we have 100% freedom, everyone doesn't follow all the rules," end quote. Is he wrong? Like, is there an element to this, Kenny, that we haven't really talked about enough, of guys who just quote unquote need to see a friend and break quarantine and sit for 10 days? Like, do you think we're going to be seeing a bit of that in the NBA?
No, honestly, I think that's not the issue. For me, I wouldn't think that's the issue. I think when you think of the greatest people in the world who've done the greatest things, how many times do you hear the story, oh, I was this producer and I was in this basement for 9 hours. You hear Drake, oh, I used to just ride all day as I walked through the, neighborhood. Like, you've done these self-quarantines to get yourself to the level of the 350 best of the world. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the virus is more, it's so catchable, it's so contagious that you can't control it. You can't really create an environment to actually control it. That, to me, is more the precautionary, regardless of who comes in and out. It's, you really cannot control the virus. That's the biggest thing. It has nothing to do with who's coming in and out, who wants to break curfew, who doesn't, whatever. It's the most contagious virus that we've seen in our lifetime. And now being one of the most deadly. So that's my concern more than someone figuring out, getting a maid's uniform and giving it to one of their friends.
Kenny the Jet Smith coming up with ideas and setting the record straight here on Tim and Sid. Are you going?
Well, we haven't. I don't think right now, as of now, they haven't told us about wanting us to be in the bubble, but we will be doing our show. Actually, we start next week. We'll be doing our show, but I think the first couple of shows are going to be on the boat, and then we're going to possibly be going to Atlanta. But all of those things are still kind of a little bit up in the air.
Right.
Well, I'm getting a text right now from you guys. Hold on. You want me to read it?
You're getting a text from us?
Let me read it. I'm getting it. The Tim and Sid show has been permanently canceled due to 5 years of being on the air.
We're free, 6-0. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's over.
Let's go. I could pursue a pro golf career. I always wanted to. I'm not saying I'll make it, but I'll pursue it.
In the middle of the game, your show should end in the middle of the show. Like, we should find out about it. Like, God, find out again.
But Kenny, you know that's how it's going to happen. Like, Tim and I will be sitting here, maybe even with you, and it'll be one of those situations where we get canceled live on air, and it'll just make for a good show. Tim McAuliffe's back, by the way. Tim thought he had his freedom. He is back in the chair. Not yet, McAuliffe. Not yet. Kenny, let me ask you something. Who on the inside the NBA team is the worst equipped to quarantine of the four of you?
Worst equipped? In what regard? What do you mean worst equipped? What do you mean?
Who would be climbing the walls the earliest? And who?
Yeah. Oh, it's not. Yeah, okay. I didn't know what you mean by word. Like, I didn't think like who could bring
social
the
being
things they eat in the corner. No. Shaq is going to be climbing the wall. He is. If he got into the quarantine, he is a people's person. He doesn't sit still. You know, we'll end the show on Thursday, guys, right? And I'll call him on Sunday. Hey, what's up, man? What are you up to? Oh, I went to China and came back. Like, he used to do stuff like that. I'm like, wait, Thursday, Friday. You went to China in 48 hours and came back? Like, yeah, I just want to, I did a couple things. He would be the one climbing the walls if he could not interact with people, large groups. He is climbing the wall. You know, he has all of his kids there. Everyone, friends in the family, they all stay now in the house, so he doesn't feel like he's quarantined. Yes, he would be the one. Not even close.
Kenny the Jet Smith, breaking news here on Tim and Sid about our cancellation and who's the worst in quarantine. I got to ask you this because my 10-year-old son is a huge sports fan, and he's playing 2K right in front of me right now. But he's played more basketball in quarantine than anything else. And I noticed the Jet Academy and jetacademycamp.com. Tell me about what my little guy can do with Jet Academy or jetacademycamp.com.
Well, here it is, brother. We're sitting in quarantine. I was sitting here, you know, social distancing, my kids and all of this. And no one can do camps. I can't do my basketball camps, nothing. So I just created the first virtual basketball camp for kids. And I was like, watch a good game if you want to be, you know, you want to make your middle school team. You want to just make your age and you want to make your high school team. You want to be better. Why can't you do that? So I just created a virtual basketball academy. You sign up. You use it on any device, anywhere. All you need is Wi-Fi service or cellular service. You can log on, and you're live with, and I'm myself, Trae Young, Kemba Walker, Victor Oladipo, Breonna Stewart, the league MVP, Brittany Griner. We're your personal trainers for 2 hours. 2 hours a day. You just sign up. That's it. It was the most simplest idea, but and the thing was, but at the most complex because I didn't see in it's some date that you pop in and you look at. No, if I got a question in right there. You want to upload a video, you can upload it right there. So it's jetacademycamp.com, and you go on, you log in, and it's funny because Shaq called me the other night. We talked about Shaq. Mm-hmm. He calls me 1 o'clock in the morning. He never calls except for FaceTime. So he's always FaceTiming. So he FaceTimed me 1 in the morning. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm asleep, Shaq. And he goes, oh, that's a great idea. Jet Academy. I'm like, oh, okay, appreciate it. And he's like, yeah, I got to be part of it. I'm like, what do you mean? You're going to be a counselor or something? He's like, you want to do a day? He's like, no. Like the first 10,000 kids, you know, I'm going to do the Big Shaq code. I was like, what is a Big Shaq? He's like, $35 off, Kenny, and let's put Big Shaq. And he hangs up. That's it. And so I text the mic back. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, I'm the master marketer. Put Big Shaq code, $35 off for the first 10,000 kids. So when you sign up now with jetacademycamp.com and you put in Big Shaq code, you get $35 off, courtesy of the big fella.
Nice.
Has Shaq ever been on Shark Tank? It seems like every story you've told us of Shaq in terms of his creativity, his energy, that's all the man does. He's pitching, he has ideas, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. But you're not, I thought you were kidding the first time you told us that. That is 100% true about this man. He's a constant idea factory.
Not only did he give me the amount, he said what to call it. He's like, all the time. He's like, he literally, it was a 5-minute conversation. He hung up, and I was like, because it was 1 a.m. So I'm like, is he serious? Let me text him and see if he was just joking. And was like, no, I'm serious. Check. Watch how it blows up. 10,000 kids. I'll pay for the 10,000. $35. Good. They're done. I'll get it done. So courtesy of Big Shaq, $35 off.
Hey, Cam, you want to go to Kenny the Jet Smith's camp? I think he's
10,001. 10,00001.
And he's rocking an old school Vancouver Grizzlies sweater right now, so we're in.
And put on that tell him to put that Big Shaq discount in there, man. And we got him. And
right.
I don't want to. And all he has to do is get in front of. Now he's in front of the computer anyway. And you know, which is funny, guys. Like, I'm used to remember that old school Billy Blanks and video where you pop into the beat, like it worked out.
Tybo.
Yeah, right. Today, they want it live. They're consuming that information like you said, 2K and all of that. There's a commercial on 2K, so he's probably seen it that we put on there. So when you look at the link and you're playing a game, it pops up. So it's important,
Kenny, listen, man, we appreciate you. The idea is
it's important for him to consume the information the way he gets it. So there it is, man. I appreciate you, man. You didn't get. Oh wait, I got another text.
What's the update? What's the update?
We have decided to continue the Tim and Sid show as long as Kenny Smith becomes a guest, a frequent guest. They are allowed to continue in Canada.
I think we can arrange that.
Congratulations, guys.
Thanks, Kenny. Love you, man. Take care.
Be well.